Hosted in conjunction with Chris Media, the CEO interview series allows investors to hear directly from the CEOs leading the companies featured on Wholesale Investor. Enjoy the interview and reach out via the details in the description.
Hi, and welcome to another episode of the CEO interview series. Today, I'm joined by the CEO of Radiopharm Theranostics, Riccardo Canevari. Welcome back to Crisp TV, Riccardo.
Thanks a lot, and great to be back.
Brilliant. Now, Riccardo, just to begin with, and this is for the newer members of the audience, do you mind setting us on a good course today with a high-level overview of Radiopharm Theranostics? So tell us exactly who you are, a bit of an executive summary for people who don't know yet.
Radiopharm Theranostics is a biotech startup funded in 2021 and became public also in 2021 in November with an IPO. So we are now a public company. We decided to build this organization having a clear mission in mind. We like to play an important role in oncology, and we like to do in a unique way that is leveraging the mechanism of action of radiopharmaceutical therapy, a unique way to target cancer cells.
Brilliant. Now, let us dive deeper into the technology that we are seeing coming out of Radiopharm. Can you elaborate on that, and also how is it different from anything that we would have seen so far?
The more traditional approach in oncology has been for many years either using a surgery, chemotherapy, targeted therapy, and more recently we saw immuno-oncology or cell and gene therapy. What we are doing is different. We are approaching oncology with a unique mechanism of action. So we have our molecule, we link our molecule with an isotope. What this isotope does goes very selectively where the tumor is. And when the patient goes through a PET scan or a SPECT machine, these products help to show where is the tumor, either a large tumor or small metastasis. And then the beauty of the next step that you use exactly the same molecule, but at this time you link with a high energy isotope. The product goes exactly where it went before, but this time not only highlights where the tumor is, but is able to kill the tumor cells. So we call it, you see the tumor first, and then you treat the tumor in a very selected way, trying to leave the surrounding tissue really untouched and go specifically to the cancer cells.
Wow. Thank you so much for breaking that down for us. Now, Riccardo, I would love to know that you're in the market now. So what has been the feedback from the clinical community? What has been their response?
Overall, the radiopharmaceutical therapies is a growing area in oncology. There are proof of concept outside. There are 2-3 products that has been already approved by FDA. And this is giving a lot of positive momentum to companies like ours that want to do radiopharmaceutical therapy. The feedback we receive that we are doing something different. Our molecule has unique mechanism of action and are very well differentiated compared what is already available in the market. So our ambition is to target specific disease area in oncology where at the moment there are no, unfortunately, important solutions.
Now, Riccardo, the last time you were here with us, you had some great market feedback. You were close to starting 4 new phase 1 clinical trials, 2 in US, 2 in Australia, and you had just licensed new products as well from the University of California in LA. Congratulations on that. So what are some other updates or milestones that you've achieved in the last 6 to 12 months that are worth noting for those who are keeping track of the journey of Radiopharm?
Yes, with pleasure. So starting exactly from what you mentioned, our recent in-licensing agreement with the University of California is for a molecule called DAMP19. It's a specific molecule that is able to target one rare type of cancer that is called osteosarcoma. Very rare, but unfortunately, high unmet medical need. Well, in the last 2 weeks, I'm pleased to share that we received 2 recognitions from FDA. The first one was a recognition of orphan drug designation for DAMP19. This is very important because not only there are financial benefits for the company, but also there is market exclusivity and potentially a very accelerated development plan. The second recognition was just last week from FDA as well, was called pediatric rare drug designation. And this is important because unfortunately osteosarcoma is a type of cancer that is affecting very young population. This recognition from FDA is equally important because it helps us to accelerate the development, but also it gives us access to what is called the voucher. The voucher is something that companies, after market authorization, can either use to further accelerate approval or can sell to other companies. In the recent 3 years, the market value for a voucher is usually between $100 million and $130 million. So very promising recognition from FDA in this direction. And maybe I'd like to mention another important achievement that Radiopharm was able to achieve in the last month. We decided to start a new company, a joint venture with the #1 cancer center in US, with MD Anderson. So there is now a new company called Radiopharm Ventures, MD Anderson Cancer Center and Radiopharm Theranostics, and together we like to develop at least 4 technologies for radiopharmaceutical therapy that has unique mechanism of action in oncology. So really exciting time ahead to work with such a talented team.
Amazing, and there is a lot to anticipate with everything that's been going at Radiopharm so far. Now, for my next question, Riccardo, I'd love to know the team behind Radiopharm. So, can you tell us who they are, what do they bring to the table, and how they are going to help with the growth of your venture?
Yes, the team in Radiopharm, despite it's still quite small, is very talented, and we were able to bring on board very experienced people in radiopharmaceutical imaging and therapy. So from our chief medical officer that was professor at Cornell University to our COO, Vittorio, that was coming from a large imaging company like Bracco Imaging, Tom Tulip, experienced people joining us from also Novartis, AAA in clinical development. So we were able to attract really the best. I'm very lucky to have this team. We now have the right expertise to bring our products to clinical development, and we have a very large network of collaborators. We really like to engage with multiple players, great company in the production of isotope, great medical expert that give us advice in taking the best choices. And this is very important because, as you mentioned, we plan to start 4 new phase 1 clinical trials in the next few months. We hope before the end of 2022, or it will be just at the beginning of 2023, 4 new trials, 2 in Australia, 2 in US. And we are going to address important disease areas like pancreatic cancer, like breast cancer, lung cancer, and prostate cancer. So for us, it's really a very important moment to start recruiting patients and to see the potential important results of our technologies.
That's amazing. Now, as a parting question, Ricardo, you mentioned the 4 clinical trials. So, can you also elaborate on the communications to the market that you are looking to see?
Absolutely. So, as you can imagine, with 4 clinical trials, we plan to keep the market absolutely informed on when we can start the first patient, how the enrollment is going, the last patient, and hopefully the positive results. So, I expect that every month or two, we will have something very important to share with the market.
Exciting. Definitely. And congratulations on everything that has been achieved so far, Ricardo. You have been working with us for nearly an year now, and it has been great to see your achievement. And we wish you all the luck with Radiopharm. For anyone who is interested to speak with the team at Radiopharm, please see the details at the side of the screen and in the description, or reach out to them through their deal room. Well, thank you so much again for joining me for this interview today, Ricardo.
Thanks a lot for having me, and looking forward to be back soon with even more interesting information.
Brilliant. See you soon. Thank you.